All right, what's up, people? So, yeah, I got hit with this, and I just had to make this video. So, we're doing the... I already did this. We're going to do number 2. Number 2 is this. Let me say precious. Okay, so again, remember what I told you before. When you see this in the italics are the working, right? The italics are the working. So, what are we looking at here? Right? If you make me fucking read this, then you're binding me a little bit. And I don't want to do that. Hele. Conceal and never reveal. The way is prepared. The body of flesh is cleansed and anointed. The mind is made pure by the holy contemplation. All thought is reminded. See? See what I did there? Let's start over again. Because what I do is, when I come to a word, I make the word my own. Hele. Conceal and never reveal. The way is prepared. Body of flesh is cleansed and anointed. The mind is made pure by holy contemplation. All thought is reined unto the strength of will. The spirit made pure by the enchantment of witch blood, and is sanctified through devotion, through the one pointedness of will, desire, and belief. The whole self is directed towards the arcanum of I. By the rites of ingress, the way is opened, and the powers are called forth. By the rites of congress, the summoner and the summoner made one. By the rites of egress, the sorcerer goeth forth through the gate of the open way. He is from all circumstances freed. By the 3 rites and the formulae, the 11 calls and of Azoth, all powers, all nature. Look, I'm going to stop here because I can't do this. The reason why I can't do this, and you'll see the marking that I have here, is that... Okay, so to understand Chumley, you really have to understand what he calls ingress, egress, and congress. Ingress, congress, and egress. If you don't understand how Western magic works, you won't understand this at all. But it's basically, it's a banishing ritual in a sense. So, like, what did I highlight here? What did I highlight here? The summoner and the summoner are made one. You know, and so what's going on, if you're doing this type of a ritual, I'm not doing it, but the idea is, okay, so what is Chumley's actual, like, magic? What is he really doing? And I think that is, you know, a really important thing, because, like, to be able to understand this, like, okay, look, just look, all that is existent be slain unto this enchantment. He's drawing down, look, this is high magic, and this is why you don't want to, this is why I fucking stopped saying it at the point where I stopped saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is still in italics. This is still in italics. This is still a fucking... You might say it's a working... It could be a curse. However you want to put it. that's the verse that I summoned it on. The summoner and the summoned are made one. Okay? So you can look by the rights of ingress. That means pulling inward. The way is opened, and the powers are called forth. By the rights of congress, the summoner and the summoned are made one. By the rights of egress, the sorcerer goeth forth. Through the gate of the open way, he is from the circumstance freed. Meaning that this is a working. This is a working. So if you touch this, it's not going to be good for you if you're not, what they might say, of constitution. Like, if you know, when you have a D&D character and there was that one category that everybody hated. They didn't hate it. They just thought it was underrated. It was called Constitution. But if you had a 20, because it went from 0 to 20. If you had a 20, well, I mean, if you were a god, you could go up to 24. But the point being is, in D&D, well, you can go up to 18. If you had an 18 Constitution, come on, man. You can summon anything you want. But everybody hated Constitution. It was almost kind of weird. Like the way they hated that shit. Like everybody wanted like strength. Or they wanted strength and then or intelligence. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a wizard, you would want intelligence. It's so fucking funny. You know? The summoner and the summoned are made one. That's it for me. That's like it's right at the look, watch. Look at this shit. Watch the page. You see the page? This is one page. And it's exactly halfway through the page. You can look at it right here and you'll see it's exactly halfway through the page. You could take a ruler out and measure it. You understand what I'm saying? And then you understand when I told you about the fucking italics. So this is all a working. So when you read it, you're doing a working. You're doing a working. You can't read this without doing a part of that thing. And if you're not capable of it, if you're fucking like weak, this is going to hurt you. You see what I'm saying? The book of preparation. What are we preparing for? Watch, I'm just going to show you the first verse. Because everybody wants to do, you see what I'm saying? Everybody wants to do my fucking Azoetia, because why not? I, dreaming I, the first desire and ecstasy, every alpha and omega am I, the quintessence, Azoth. Now, you see that that's written in the regular font. This is written in the cursive font. Right? So we're doing workings. This is in the regular font. You're gonna notice the fonts in here. And you're gonna be like, well, what's going on? What, you know, it's like 3 different fonts. It spake to me and charmed me. You see, this is what I do. I go through things and then you're like, well, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Wait for it. 3. I do things that you will not do. I go through this so you don't have to, and it's so funny. You know? I mean, I've been going through, like, there's a lot of ones, like, that I've been going through, and I'm just trying to pull it out. I've just been trying to pull it out. It is the voice of I. In conversation with the self-pantheon. The millions of forms of being. Now see, this is something that you would not understand. This is something, because this is again in straight text, so That means it's a commentary. You're dealing with somebody here. You're dealing with somebody here that has... I have thoughts on the things. You notice I drew a parallel to Liber AL. Not is my name known, and I went back to Liber AL. Of course, I did. By the name I'm known and unknown, etc. The incommutable coherent, untranslated. Because see, the thing is, when you break the barrier, you're breaking the same fucking barrier. It's not like it's not like you're not breaking any rules, man. The rules are the rules. The rules are definitely the rules. It is the voice of I in conversation with the self pantheon, the millions of forms of being. The self pantheon would mean like God's within yourself. I think that would make sense. I know, right? We're going to have to get this to somewhere else. Let's do this. Let's just have fun. Because I'm having fun. Because we have this girl over here, and I think she's kind of creepy. And anywho. An oval mirror. The feathers of... Oh, I did this already. This is gathering the tools. I don't want to do that. The wand. Concealed. Then you have this. I direct the quintessence from icon to icon. This is, see, I'm not doing the whole spell. By the raised sickle of the moon, I reap the blood of the night. Star-ridden and scarlet-stained, this is a spell of the holy Athame. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to say the whole thing, because if I do, then I bring something on me, so I don't want to do that. You have to be respectful. What I really enjoy about Andrew Chumley is the fact that this is only page, 19? Oh shit, 19. Prime number, right? What is that? The 8th prime? Is that the 8th prime? I have no idea. And then when I do something like this. Now see, if you were to recite all of these, and did I try? I'm not entirely sure. Should I try? No. I don't think I'm going to. But the point being is that if you say all of these in that way, you're missing this part here. That's the last one. So you take these. See, this is the problem that most people don't understand. Is that you take these here and then you twist them over here to where they're like down here. And then it becomes the final one. But you don't know that because you haven't gone through the process. That looks pretty painful, doesn't it? What are we doing here? Oh, Chumley. I'm going to have a lot to say about this brother, Andrew Chumley. Yeah, I think there's a lot going on here. That's obviously, the part right there in the middle, right there. That's obviously a clitoris. And this is obviously a vulva, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The great cat. You see, the thing is, I don't just go by dumb shit. So I bid thee to the password listen. Because these are the things, when I say names, and people don't understand names, it's like, why do you need the name? You need the name because you need it. And then by 5. the sign of, and this is 5. That's also 5, but it's 5 geometrically pronounced. And then so he goes into it. Guard, bond, and unite the gates of sense and of the circle. Notice I always throw a word in there, because if I pronounce these things correctly, then doom could come, and I don't want doom to come. By 10, by 5 and 5, our spirit in the virgin flesh of thee is born. Now, who are they talking about? I don't know. You tell me. 1 star, 1 sigil. You see what I'm doing here? You see how I'm taking this apart, because if this I know this is a long video. It's going to be long. But I'm going to tell you what. The gate between horizons is the name of my name. You see what I'm saying, bro? And how deep do we go? How deep do, oh shit, hold on. How deep do we go? Page 47. We still have quite a ways to go. We still have quite a ways to go. And I'm just playing with you. You want the Azoetia? That's great. I signed it. That's great. I didn't put it in blood, but trust me, I can do that easily. That's not even a problem to me. But yeah. You see what I'm saying? I bind you all unto the one circle of the art magical. You see, this is how I roll, man. This is how I roll. 1 sorcerer, 1 initiate, 1 ancient tradition, 1 sublime and arcane mystery. Hail. Order without name. Ooh, that sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? For I am witness to the dawn of my own light. You see, that's the fucked up thing. You wanted a video on the Azoetia. The Azoetia is a... You gotta have this to be able to deal with it in physical reality. I didn't want to fucking even touch it today. I did not. But you said, when is it? I'm like, oh. It's like a, how should I put this? It's like a drink of water. Magically. And yeah, that was pretty sad that nobody, but I get it. You know, Crowley is Crowley. And I should probably make a video on Crowley's Alien. I should make a video on that. But you can probably look at videos on that. That would be awesome. But the thing is, I'm probably going to try to cut this off at 19, because 19 is an awesome number. You know what they say? They say 19 is, I don't know, the miracle of the Quran or whatever. We still have to go back to that. We're having some fun, man. We're having some serious fun. Get you a copy of this. Get you a copy of, like, some real shit. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? This is real magic right here. This was somebody's life that was eliminated because he flew too close to the sun.